You've caught up with some fantastic individuals over the last few weeks, including the former Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin. But I think we want your thoughts, your individual view on where we are in this economy and where you think things are heading.
Well, obviously, the economy depends on certainty, and there's some lack of certainty right now about what's going to happen on taxes and tariffs. So when there's greater certainty, I think we can better predict where the economy is going to go. Mohammed knows that so well. So in my view, there's some uncertainty right now. I had a chance recently at an event over the weekend to interview the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. And, you know, he's pretty bullish on his ability to get the tax cuts through the president wants, but the market wants to see if it's actually going to happen, and then what's going to happen in the Senate. And then we have to see whether the tariffs are actually going to go through or at what level. So there's some uncertainty. But right now, the market is not as disappointed in where things are as I would have thought. The market's not collapsing as some people thought it might. So, you know, maybe some of the things that President Trump is doing are having some impact on the market favorably.
How much is the Fed part of this discussion, with people expecting them to step in and rescue the economy should growth slow enough versus prioritize inflation?
Well, when the Fed, I think the Fed's view is the Fed doesn't surprise people. Under Jay Powell, the Fed pretty much tells you what it's going to do and then explains what it's done after he does it. And today, there's been no signals out of the Fed that there's going to be a rate cut that I can see. So I think it's unlikely you're going to get a Fed rate cut today. And therefore, I think the market would be shocked if it were. We'd be very happy if it did. But I don't think it will happen today.
David, where are we on two characterizations about private equity? One is a ton of money on the sideline waiting to come in. And two, distributions back are still very, very slow.
Well, for the last couple of years, there haven't been as many exit opportunities as people wanted. And as a result, a lot of the private equity firms are ready to sell things. They were hoping at the beginning of this year, as the new administration came in, that there'd be looser regulatory controls, IPOs would be better, and so forth. That hasn't yet happened. It may happen, hasn't yet happened. There is a lot of money on the sidelines for sure. And I do think that some of the deals that have been talked about probably will get done. But I think the market is waiting to see whether a lot of the large deals are going to be approved by the FTC or the Justice Department, and it isn't clear that they will get approved. For example, the Wiz deal that was, I guess, announced or maybe going to be announced, it's not clear that'll get approved. It didn't get approved before under Biden, or at least the temporary indications were that it wouldn't have been approved. Today, I don't know whether that deal will be approved or not. That's a big deal. If the market were to, market would be very happy if that deal will get approved, my guess would be.
So you mentioned the importance of trying to resolve the uncertainty, and that's the upside. What's the downside? What's the thing that keeps you up at night?
Well, clearly, markets want to know what the rules of the game are. Most business people can adapt. Just tell us what the rules are and we'll move one way or the other. Right now, there's some uncertainty as to whether President Trump can get through the tax cuts he wants at the level he wants. Can they get through the Senate? Will the Doge people get all the spending cuts they want? Nobody really knows. Will the judges stop some of that? There's some uncertainty. Until there's more certainty, I don't think anybody can know for certain whether we're really going to have the economic boom that we would like to have.
David, you have a relationship with the president. You've spoken to him. Do you believe there's something like the Trump put still in play?
Well, I think President Trump came into office with big expectations from the market that he would do a lot of things that President Biden didn't do. So far, President Trump has tried to do a lot of these things. They haven't yet come into reality, but they may. I just don't know yet. I think he's fairly bullish about his ability to get these things through Congress, but obviously he's frustrated from time to time about what the judges are doing.
Last question. Comes from a Bloomberg subscriber. Does Mr. Rubenstein think the Orioles will win the American League East? That seems to be the only thing people care about right now. What's your answer to that?
We certainly deserve, because we have a great owner. And
we agree with that part.
Yes, if the ownership is the most important criteria, we should. And we have a good team. And amazingly, they can project how many games we're going to win in advance of the season. And they're pretty accurate. But I won't say how many they project.